Welcome to Character Works. Well, today's character lesson focuses on the character trait of discipline. If I ask you what the definition of discipline is, you might say, well, that's what you have to do to a child. You have to discipline them, or you have to discipline an employee. Maybe what comes to mind is the old adage that if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Well, that's not the kind of discipline that we're talking about. We are looking at discipline to help us move toward a preferred outcome. So the definition we want you to memorize and to know and to utilize every day as you lead people is this definition, that discipline is choosing behaviors. Notice there's a choice there that help you move toward your goals. If I put it another way, it's the decisions that you make about the behaviors that you do that over a period of time move you toward a preferred outcome. Discipline is narrowing your decision process and is choosing what gets you from point A to point B to point C to point D. It moves you linearly through the process. It is not haphazard. You will not wake up one morning and get to where you want to. You will wake up in the future and get to or experience that which you desire today in the future when you move toward that, practicing discipline and being intentional. So breaking the definition down of choosing behaviors, it's a choice. It's a choice. It's what you decide. We all have choices. If you want to weigh a certain weight, or if you want to achieve a certain physical stoutness or physical health, then you're going to have to eat properly and you're going to have to exercise regularly. If you want to run a marathon, or you want to move up in a corporate ladder, or if you want to complete your education, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you have to practice discipline to get there. So you choose select behaviors that move you toward reaching your goals. It's very important to understand that you have to have the end in mind as you move toward that intended destination. So choice is all about your mind. It's mind over your emotions. When you want to do that emotional eating thing, and you set in your mind, well, I want to weigh this, but you're eating anything and everything that you want, and your weight is not where you want it to be. You've got to control that emotional eating, emotional binges, emotional decisions, and you have to relegate that. You have to push that down. You have to choose to do what is best that moves you toward the preferred outcome, the goals. You've got to have that want to. You've got to feed your want to make you want to do that which moves you forward. See, you also have to have a goal. You got to know where you're going. You've got to envision, use vision to see where you want to go, and then use your mind to create a plan that helps you to move intentionally toward that. You're moving intentionally, but look, good intentions by themselves are just that, good intentions. What is really required is not only a vision of where you're going, the choice of the behaviors that help you move that way, but you've got to be motivated to do that. There has to be some motivation. There has to be that want to, and then you have to practice self-control as you go. You sometimes have to say no so that you have a bigger yes. And you have to be intentional as you move forward, taking the initiative not once, not twice, but hundreds of times over and over again every day. Every day is a new day. Every day is an opportunity to move toward where you want to go, to reach that goal. And it's a step-by-step process that requires discipline. I encourage you to get your head around and get your heart around the idea of discipline. If you want to achieve something in your life, in your spouse, your children, your families, your co-workers' lives, you need to help them to learn what discipline is, and you need to help them and encourage them to practice disciplinary living every day if they want to get to where they want to go. If you want your goals to become real, you want to see your dreams come true, then the best way to make it possible for those things to happen is to discipline yourself today and every day that moves you toward those preferred outcomes. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side when we look at another character trait on Character Works.